Hi there. In this video I'm going to give you a quick overview of the front panel of the Classic 450 bass amp. Now in designing this bass amp we had three focus points. Great bass tone, enough power and ease of use. So let's have a look. Starting over here we have the input section. The input section of the Classic 450 accepts both active and passive basses. So in other words, the gain knob right here covers anything going back from the vintage 60s basses and all the way up to active pickup systems of today. As the main tool for you to edit your sound or sculpt your sound, we've given you 4 vintage tone controls. Now these tone controls have carefully been designed with some of the best vintage amps in mind. And we actually added a bass, a low mid, a high mid and a treble knob for you. So that allows you to quickly grab your sound, set it the way you want and get going. In addition to the tone control section, we also added the Tubetone. Now Tubetone is a full-on tube amp simulation. So in other words, it's not the single tube in the preamp kind of simulation that you might know from some of the other amps out there on the market. It is in fact a full-on preamp simulation from the preamp that sits before the tone controls and also the power amp section that comes after the tone controls, mapped down to one knob from 0 to 10. This allows you to set anything between just a little bit of the character of the tube amp, going up to a little more edge, a little more character, a little more attitude to your sound, and all the way up to a full-on overdrive if that's what you want. So that's Tubetone. As the third tool over here we have SpectraComp. Now SpectraComp is quite different from the average compressor that you find in other bass amps. SpectraComp is in essence a multiband compressor that allows us to compress the lows and the mids and the highs completely independently. Now what that means for you as a bass player is that you can add compression and have a much more transparent sound. You will get the more snappy and tight sound that you want from a compressor without killing your dynamics entirely. Again, we've mapped this out on a 0 to 10 scale, making it really easy to set. And also we added a compression meter up here that shows you how much compression you've added to your sound. On the far right side, we have the master knob that sets the power or the output of the 450 watts. And finally, we have a mute button up here that allows you to mute not just the speaker output, but also the line driver output for tuning, for changing bass, or for simply taking a break. So that's the quick overview for you. If you want to check out some of these features a little more in detail, make sure to check out some of the other videos.